Hey guys, this is Chris of Krisproductions, and today we are going to be doing a special Scarif building live stream. So first off, it's just going to be me here, and I'm going to go over really what my plans are for Scarif, and I'll just be drawing them out so you guys can kind of see them. Now, it's going to be a little interesting for just this first part, and then I'll add guests, and we'll talk about all sorts of stuff, and I can get building on the mock itself. So first off, I've had a lot of questions about what is your overall plan, because I know lots of you guys didn't see that 30,000 subscribers special thing, and you guys know I do have this little diagram right here, and I also have a front part to it, but lots of people just don't understand that or haven't seen it. So basically what the idea is I'm going to have two parts to this mock. I'm really good at drawing, so this is going to be a lot of fun. So what happens is there's the tower, but you've got this big circle that forms the imperial insignia, more or less, and it kind of goes in like this. And you guys have seen that's what I've done already. So that's kind of how that works. And then we've got the tower itself forming a big outline like this. And then, of course, you got the front here with the landing pad. So that's kind of what that looks like. And that's really the plan for that part of the layout. That's what I've done so far. Now, next, what I do is so many people wonder, am I going to have a battlefield? So what's going to happen is this other table, the same size, two 6-foot tables here. This is where the battlefield's going to go, the beach. And really what my plan is I've done so many mocks where I lay out all the base plates and I put the studs down. I've done all that for water. But what I like is just, especially for Scariff, is I find that the light trans blue studs just poured out are probably going to give it the most tropical ocean effect, I think. And I also want to keep the islands portable and movable so I can rearrange them and add islands and kind of just do all sorts of stuff there. So the plan is to actually just put a big white or blue tablecloth down, and then I can just rest the islands kind of wherever they need to go. You know, we put them around here. They kind of form all sorts of shapes. They'll probably be a lot more random when I actually build it. I'll do a much better job than what I just did. But there'll basically be a bunch of islands, and then we'll have the monorail that goes out. And I was thinking about adding a second one to another bunker, and that would be the one where, like, of course, we'd have the main one with the UCS cargo shuttle here. Look at a really good cargo shuttle. I know. This is why you should actually try in the art in school, so that way you can be as good as me here. But that's a joke. And then we'll have like the UCS AT-AT here, you know, this big guy. I'm drawing this upside down. This is going to look really bad. Plus, it's probably like inverted on the... It's going to be really bad. But I'll have the UCS AT-ACT here. Maybe that... What am I doing? No, that's not where it goes. This is a bunker. This is a second bunker, the one where the U-wing kind of crashes somewhere. And you've got like Sharut, Imwe, and Baze Malbus, sorry. And they're kind of the master switches on that island. And then you've got the cargo shuttle that island. So that's kind of the idea with that. The AT-ACT will go somewhere. I don't know where it's going to go. Maybe here. Yeah, like it really doesn't matter because we see them like in the water and on islands. But I've kind of got to build that first. And then once I start getting the islands out there, then I can finally figure out where that goes. So there's a lot of just kind of improv stuff that has to happen. Other stuff that's going to be around that I kind of should add to the list of things that I'm going to build, that I know I'm going to build, are like X-Wings, the Blue Squadron X-Wings. Oh, man. I'm writing sideways. That's going to be bad. There's going to be a few custom X-Wings. I'll make them blue. Then, of course, we've got a custom U-Wing and a TIE Reaper. And what else do we have? What else is in Scarif? What do you guys? Let's see if there's any comments yet. Oh, that's a lot of comments. So we've got these for sure. We've got, of course, the AT. Am I off the? No, I'm not. AT, ACT. We got that guy, and of course, I really want to do an island that has the TIE striker landing platform. If any of you guys have played the Scarif DLC for Battlefront, I know I haven't, but I've seen it, and it looks really cool. So I definitely want to do one of those. Maybe not. That might be something that I just don't do because of time. But yeah, so I did pick up some TIE strikers here, so I will have some for the mock. But what else goes in the battlefield? U-Wing will be in combat, whether it's versus the AT-ACT, you know, taking out the leg, or it's dropping off troops, or it's crashed. I probably won't do it crashed. There's probably going to be a little bit of a time warp issue in the mock where I'm going to have, you know, maybe like Jin and Cassian doing the whole landing pad thing, but then as well the battle's going to be going on, and then they're also going to be in the data banks in the tower, and stuff like that's probably going to happen. It'll probably, as well, the top of the tower too, I'll probably have Krennic like looking up at the Death Star. It'll just look like he's lying down in Lego. But yeah, so there's that. So these are all kind of things that I plan to do in the mock, and I know you guys can't tell by what I'm building here that I'm planning on doing these things, but I really am planning on building all these things eventually here. So what's going to happen is next week I'm probably going to get started on the AT-ACT. The way that I build, I really like to just start something and then finish it, and I will just go hard until I finish it. And so that's probably going to happen. That's what happened with the UCS AT-AT, and I finished it in one weekend. It took over 20 hours. So I'm probably going to do something like that with the AT-ACT this next weekend. Hopefully I can do it during the week. It's probably going to take longer, though, because it is custom versus that was instructions, and it still took a crazy long amount of time. But it was really nice to build that, because now I can I just know more about like how to do it, and now I know all the flaws with that, so I can kind of improve upon that when I work with my own design. But that's all really good. So anyways, I don't know if you guys have kind of got a better picture from this, but also what I've been considering recently is, if you guys didn't notice, I can't fit this all in my room, in this room here. So my plan is to go and film this somewhere else. And when I'm doing that, I might just do something where I add I'd probably add a table, maybe like here. That's terrible. That's just terrible. Oh man. Something like that. And then that way this circle is going to be on, like I haven't actually built this outer circle yet. What happens, it's probably going to stick out about this much on the mock. So, and it's going to go all the way around, and it's going to form a big circle. It'll be out of plates. I'm ordering a bunch of dark gray stuff for that. But that's really something that I don't know exactly what it's going to look like, because I'll be improvising it. There's so little reference material from Rogue One to use, so that's kind of tough when I'm figuring all this stuff out. Now, we got this, and then, of course, if I do this, it's going to be just a lot more water. And that's why the tablecloth will really help, because I only have so much water, and I'm not going to go and buy Translite blue studs off of anywhere where it costs a lot of money, like 10 cents per, or, you know, even a few cents per piece is just way too much when you need thousands of studs. So that's why I'm using tablecloth, so I can really thin out the water, but it's still going to have that same color and effect to it. So especially if I add more tables, because then that's a lot more water. But also, like here, I'd add more islands, or they'd go around like that or whatever. And then maybe this would probably be a good place for an AT-ACT. And especially if I modify the custom UCS AT-AT into an AT-ACT, which was kind of the original plan. If I go back to that, then there'll be two. I think the only way I could actually fit two of those monstrous builds into this mock would be to have these other tables around. So none of this, or like those two tables, those definitely aren't final. Maybe I won't even have them, but I would really like to have them. One, for structure's sake, because if I'm adding a bunch of plating and just Imperial stuff to form this Imperial insignia, it's going to stick out off the base plate here by like quite a bit. So that is going to be a problem structure-wise. So that would remove that if I added the tables there. So that's a consideration, but it's also hard for me because that's something that I have to build at some point here. But how do I build that when if it sticks out this far, I only have like barely any distance to walk around it, and I definitely wouldn't be able to lean in and work on the tower. So that's something that I got to think about when I'm doing that. But anyways, so these are kind of all the different vehicles that I'm going to build. The rail cart, obviously, I've got a prototype. If you guys saw that in the episode of Scarif, that rolls back and forth, and it actually goes right through, if you guys see, and that's not accurate at all. It doesn't roll through, especially on top. But I'm putting that there for, it's like a play feature, I guess you could say. You know, it's going to be able to roll all the way out there, come back, probably even go through to the other side of the tower, and then go out that way. Because if I do take this to a convention, Brickworld Chicago, and say there were some other islands to add, and we had another table going out on this side, it would be able to go back and forth. So that's kind of the deal with that. Anyways, so that is pretty much all I think I have to mention. Let's just check a few of the comments here. Oh, okay, there's a lot of comments. A lot of comments. 2 to 3 U-wings. Oh boy. I thought about that. Like, I just have the one set, and I'm not very happy with just, well, obviously that set doesn't even fit in here because it's like the blue U-wing, so I definitely have to modify it. It's gonna look like I'm copying Brick Builder Studios. He just built one, and it's actually really cool. Just simple modifications to turn it that blue color on just certain areas, and it's definitely going to look like I'm copying him. So I was considering just giving the entire model do-over because I really don't want to give off that impression that I'm copying anybody. So maybe I'll modify it with everything from the interior and just do a fully custom U-wing. I don't really want to spend the time to go ahead and make it UCS because then I'm adding another like base plate or bigger sized vehicle, and I've already got this. It's probably going to be a massive cargo shuttle, massive ATACTs possibly. So space is actually an issue. With 20 more gray base plates, space will be an issue because I definitely want to have enough water that it still feels like Scarif and not like what I tend to see on a few people's that I really kind of have to just nitpick about is something where Scarif is so much water, you know, they're just a few skinny strands of islands around the tower in the movie. And when I see lots of people's mocks, it just looks like they're rivers running through terrain kind of thing, you know, where it's not, water isn't the terrain with small islands. It's terrain as the main, like ground as the main terrain, beaches as the main terrain, and then small little rivers running through. And that's something that I definitely don't want to kind of give off in my mock. It's definitely got to have lots of water all around it, so it really feels like it's surrounded in an island. Yeah, so there's that, and let's just see if there's any other comments. No, lots of comments. Tower foundation looks good. Yeah, the fact that I spent however many weeks just on the foundation was really showing how big and significant like the tower was going to be. And I mean, you guys can see the landing pad there, and the landing pad's pretty big. It's not really to scale with what the tower is going to be. I kind of realized that now. And yeah, so that's kind of sad because the tower is just going to be so big, whether it's expected or not, whether I expected it to be this big or not, it's going to be ridiculous just the angle. It's going to go up, and it's going to be really tall. So personally, I'm really excited about that. It's going to kind of tower over anything else I've ever built. But what's going to be in the foundation? That is a good question. Thanks, Ozzy Lego Builder. What happens is there's actually these waterfalls that go into here, and that's the reason why I raised all this up. So if you guys didn't know, the other tables that are going around this, this table, this probably won't be on tables actually. This will probably be lowered onto like wood or lowered tables, I guess. And the other tables are going to be at this level. So if that's, I know that's been a question from UCS Scarif. It's pretty much what I'm doing. Thanks, Andre. But the other tables kind of go at this level. So if you guys are trying to figure that out. So the water is going to be here and then water falls down. So I will also have some waterfalls in this mock. I could put it on the floor, I guess. There's still not enough room. When I'm building it, I might actually have to move it to the floor just because of the height of the tower. At this point, by the time I finish these angles on this part of the tower, these triangular parts, it's probably going to reach the roof. So when I start, of course, it's got to stay modular. So here's something that I definitely wanted to show you guys, was being able to just take this off. So I can actually pick, oh, we're trying to shut up, get out of here. Nope. Is this entire thing comes off. So this is a plan for the mock. Like we want it to stay modular so I can remove these giant sections. So the triangles probably won't even, when I say triangles, I mean, yeah, that's problematic. Anyways, so what happens is I got to keep the whole thing modular. And so the triangles, it'll probably go up to about this height or maybe a bit more. And then it'll probably cut off. And at that point, I'll have like probably, I don't know if I'm going to continue the towers or like the towers, however it works out, it's going to be connected to the next part structurally. So I'll probably have like either pillars like I have right now that go into the next level or something like that. And yeah, so I got to keep it modular because it does have to get transported, but it's right now it comes apart into pretty good chunks. Will the tower have rooms? It sure will. Right now, you'll notice or not notice over here, I'm leaving that open, and that's because I possibly want to have a room right there. Right here, underneath these corners, these in the two sides, those are going to be like hallway scenes or something like that. So I definitely, mainly on the back, I want to have open holes in the tower. I don't even think I'll build panels to cover them up. I think I'll just have open areas, and then you'll be able to see, and you'll be able to see like the data vault with Krennic shooting down and the Death Troopers at Cassian and Jyn. And I'll probably even have like the little elaborate exit thing up to the roof. And then why am I wearing a vest jacket? Because it's cold in Canada. It's like snowing outside right now. Not a joke. Anyways, yeah, so I think that's everything. Are there any more kind of questions? What water technique? Just studs, loose studs. Do I know solid bricks? Yes, I know David All. I'm watching his Scarif, and it's interesting, to say the least. No episode this week. That's sad. Maybe he'll catch up here, but I try to stay ahead of him, like especially with the UCS AT. I want to make sure that I get ahead of him because you guys know how intellectual some people that comment can be, and if I don't build it first, everybody's going to say that I'm copying David, or they might say that anyways. So I want to make sure that I'm doing stuff before David so I don't get that kind of criticism there. But I really tried to avoid that. And I don't want to call out David. I don't mean to like be, come on, David, so you do this. But like he did in his episode. I'll save that for later when I do my beach. But yeah. Anyways, I want to stay away from that because I don't want like a heated comment war, but I do see quite a few comments talking about David. So I definitely see all of your comments, and yeah. Anyways, I'm going to start giving out the link to this live stream to a few friends, so we'll get them on here. I'll hook up some of my buddies from Rebel Lug and such, and we'll see who wants to join. Maybe I can get a few other people that are also building Scarifs on here. David not included. I guess I could send him the link on Skype. And somebody asked me from what part of Canada I'm in. Dedication like this, I think you only find that in one part of Canada. It has oil. I'm just kidding. But yeah, hopefully we'll get some more guests on this stream, and that way they can kind of take up a bit more of the conversation here. and I can get building. It'll be really good. I got the time-lapse camera set up right over there. What happens is I could do it with video where you just record the video for the time, but instead I have a little timer and it takes a picture every 20 seconds or so. And then I get to speed that up. I throw all the pictures in Premiere later on and then speed it up. Get M&R Productions on the stream. I don't know. It could get pretty controversial here. Wow, there's 131 viewers. That's pretty crazy. Thanks for everybody who's watching.
Oh my gosh, it's Krisproductions.
Oh, it's Lego Buff Productions. There we go.
Holy smokes.
Oh, is all my writing backwards?
Got him.
Sorry, guys. Oh, boy. I think it's inverted, right? It's like looking in a mirror. No, it's good. Never mind. That's just me. I'm just messed up.
Yeah. I can't believe the view count on this. This is awesome.
Somebody said I could fit a person in Scariff. I know if you guys saw my last giant clone base that has like 600,000 views, I do have a big destruction video of that, and I've got so much footage actually that I was afraid to edit it. And what happened was I actually climbed inside of it and destroyed it from the inside. And maybe I'll get that footage out one day because it's ridiculous. But yeah, you can actually climb inside these mocks because that's how big they are. Scary. That last one could have been my coffin for all I knew, crawling in there. So what are you up to, Danny?
I am at work right now, so
Oh.
not doing anything Lego related at the moment.
Don't worry, guys. Danny's allowed to do this at work.
Yeah, I have a very nice job. I can do this. I'm actually playing a Monopoly game that Jewel, which is like a grocery store, offers. So that's how low I've reached.
Wow. You know anyone else that I should add to this live stream to make it a bit more interesting?
Did you send it in the Discord?
Oh, the Discord won't update on my Mac.
Yeah, I'll send it there.
Sweet. Thanks. Danny, what are you bringing to Brick World?
I'm bringing a few things. I'm bringing a small Naboo mock. I'm bringing Edu. And then I'm thinking about possibly building a custom ship, like a custom Mark 170 or something.
Hey, that'd be cool. UCS one?
Not UCS, more of like I don't know what you call it, like when Spencer built that turbo tank, you know, it's kind of like the same size except
okay.
Whatever that scale is called.
So, Danny,
mm-hmm.
Do you want to see this custom, my kind of test little orange cart run on Scariff here?
I saw it in your video. I'd like to see it again too.
Yeah. So we everyone who's watching, I kind of discussed this with Danny, just how this little cart would work, and the idea to add one of these power function switches onto it was his idea. And what it does is it doesn't really regulate speed, which is scary because it just whips across the track. So if you guys saw my video, it actually landed on my foot, and this thing is like getting hit by a brick separator, like it's a wedge, and it's heavy with the battery box. I actually hurt a lot, and I could try it again with the power functions that they use for Lego trains, which doesn't offer the easy ability to make it run back and forth, but at least it won't go.
Chris, what you can do is you can use both. You can use the IR receiver and the switch. The IR receiver would just control the speed then.
Whoa, how do you do that?
So you would plug the motor into the power functions receiver, and then the power functions receiver into the switch, and then the switch into the battery.
Should I put the receiver on below the switch? Wait. Do I put it? I'll just test this out right now.
Yeah, just play around with it. You'll get it.
This is how we make Scariff interesting. If it takes out my camera here, I'm blaming you. Whoa!
You need to like line up the 6 things on the track.
Hey now, calm down there, train. Just went ballistic right off the bat. That's not a good sign.
It's a great sign.
Oh, I have to plug this. So confusing. Not really. Which? To the battery, and then the motor should get plugged. Do I put the switch above the receiver?
I don't think it would matter, but that's what I would do.
Oh, now I broke the train.
So then once it's all plugged in, you'll have to use your remote control thing, you know?
Yeah.
And then that'll turn it on, and then the switch will just change which direction. That should work.
Let's see if I got it. I probably didn't get it. I don't even know what frequency I'm on here. 2. My problem is I have multiple Lego trains, so it's not like I go and set up a track downstairs all the time, but I do it when like family comes over, so I have them all on like different frequencies with different remotes. Red. Okay, so the thing just, oh sweet, it didn't go crazy off the start. That's a really good sign. Oh wait. Nah. No, it's all just on the power function on the train, but still a lot of fun. Oh, I jammed it up. Sweet, the camera caught it. This is a good day.
So the switch isn't working?
I'll mess around with it some other time.
Yeah.
All right.
Maybe David can build it for us. And
yeah, David. I'm sure he'd love to help.
I'm sure he's watching right now. I'm sure he can give us some advice.
Well, people are commenting for David right now. David. David says he will join. What?
What?
Just for you guys right now, I will actually link David on Skype.
Wait. Did David actually comment that?
I don't think so.
Oh, I thought you were serious. I was like, what?
No, people are all commenting for David.
Oh. Everyone go email David.
solidbricks@gmail.com. I actually do have him on Skype. I don't know if he still uses Skype. It's been a long time since everyone, or at least people who've been around in the YouTube community for a long time, used to have Skype. David says he will join, but he's building water. What's going on? Is this actually David?
Maybe it's Javier.
Oh, I wish. We get Javier on the stream. Like,
oh man, the true builder.
Solid. Good. If he's still got him on Skype here, this could be interesting. Double Scariff time. We'll get me building Scariff, and then David can also build Scariff in the live stream. Won't that be something?
I can build it virtually on that software, that Blue Brick or whatever.
I just sent it to him. All right.
Oh,
David has the link, guys. He can join anytime he wants.
The ball is in his court.
Man, you guys in the comments are just going off like crazy here.
Well, when you have 122 people or whatever watching.
Wow, that's crazy, you guys. No, I don't want to fight David to the death. We're collabing. No. Danny posted a wonderful comment on David's video about a future collab idea between David and myself. But I don't know how David's going to respond to that. Right.
Yeah. We'll just have to see.
So, do you guys notice I have Krennic Shuttle here? This is not where Krennic Shuttle is actually going to go, but I just wanted it here because I'm almost at the point, it's going to be landed up somewhere. That's where the landing pad that he lands on is. So I'll definitely have that for sure.
So
it's
Chris,
a big ship.
Are you going to modify Krennic Shuttle at all, or are you going to leave it how it is?
Maybe the underside of the wings, just because you guys, you can see them from the outside. Or when you look at the mock, since it'll be landed, you see like the dark gray underneath the wings.
Yeah.
And the other stuff like the spring-loaded shooters, I wouldn't mind taking those out. I could spend some work on it and actually modify the wings a bit more to look good, both sides. But otherwise, I think it's a pretty good set already. It definitely fits a scale that I can use in this mock.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. It's such a big set, so it definitely.
Yeah, especially you have it landed, but when you fold out those wings, it's massive.
Yeah.
How is it compared to the Imperial Shuttle, the UCS one, when it's folded out?
I don't know, Danny. I'd have to go in the other room and grab that.
Oh man, that's okay. I'll just imagine it in my mind.
It's not anything compared to it. I'm going to just drop the link for a few other Lego builders here. Somebody asked me to dab. No. Danny can dab if he
I'll dab with my camera off.
And I'm just going to drop. I want to send a link to Lee from Brick Builder Studios.
Oh, yeah.
Because he's also building a Scarif, and it looks pretty good. And let's see if anyone else is around on Skype. Should I add Ryan, or is that too controversial?
Ooh, I don't know.
No, people aren't allowed to watch live streams with Ryan on it. That's what I heard.
Oh yeah, you're
so
right.
We can't
see that.
Can't do it. I already sent a link to David, so it's up to David if he wants to reply and join.
Oh, you should send it to LSW Commando if he's still here.
LSW You mean Gabe?
Yeah, Gabe was here.
What?
You didn't? He was here for like the first 10 minutes or so. While you were talking and drawing your awful picture.
Oh man. Guys, if you don't know Gabe, he's a wonderful builder that I got to meet at Brickworld Chicago, and I'm so excited. He's pretty much the whole reason I'm going back to Brickworld Chicago, is just so I can hang out with Gabe.
Yeah. I wish. He's like the pinnacle of the Lego community.
Yeah. What's his account? LSW?
It's like LSW Commando Productions, I think.
Yeah. Pretty cool guy. What about Brick Plumber? Somebody who knows something here about the other people that are building Scariffs that are in the Lego community that aren't on YouTube and stuff. Brick Plumber is building one. And if you guys don't know who Brick Plumber is, you should, because he is fantastic. He's in the Lego Star Wars Visual Dictionary. Where is it? I got that lying around right here. He's actually in the back. That's how good he is. He's in here. So if you guys look at this, just expose Lego's books. He's the one who built this enormous Hoth mock, so he got recognized in this book, and it's a fantastic mock. So that was built by Brick Plumber, and he's on Flickr. He lives in he's in California, but he is a fantastic builder, and his Hoth is amazing. And he's building Scariff now. And as well, another person who I respect quite a bit, other than Brick Plumber, is Marcus A Bunch of Numbers on Flickr. And he is part of the Stars of the Empire lug from Germany, the IDS. And he's also building one as part of a collab thing with another guy. So I'm excited to see what he does because I know he has the potential to build something totally fantastic. So I'm really excited to see all these different people build Scarif, and should be awesome.
We need like a chart to keep track of them all.
Yeah. Do I respect David? To a degree, of course. Yeah, he's a pretty cool guy. It'd be awesome if he would join this live stream. I'd totally respect him more if he did that. That would be awesome. I would love to see David interact a bit more with the community here. Please start building.
Got him.
Oh, I guess I got to build now, guys. Danny, get more people to join.
Everyone's gone today.
What the heck? Saturday.
I don't know what today is. Lucas saw the link and he's like, no, I'm not joining. I'm like, oh, wow. So yeah, I don't know what's going on.
All right, let's turn on this time lapse. How's my camera angle for the tripod here? Oh, the camera's off. There we go. How's your guys' view from that camera? Pretty good, I think. I like to time lapse from right about where you guys are at, but it really doesn't capture what I'm doing right now. And plus, I like stand right here and block the view of what I'm building. So that's why I kind of have the time lapse set up to face that way. But it's going right now, so I'm going to get going on that.
Chris, for future live streams, you should set up like several cameras around your room.
Oh man.
And then you can just cut between them.
That would be cool. Problem is I have to find more cameras then.
Or talk to your dad.
You guys didn't know, on this mock, I hadn't really used any 2x4s until pretty much now when I'm starting on the tower itself here. So that's exciting. With 2x4s being the backbone of most of my builds.
Oh, I think Lucas is going to join.
Sweet. You mean like Brick Puke, Lucas?
Yeah.
Sweet. Or should I say Swede?
Oh.
You guys don't know who Lucas is. He's the Brick Puke. I know, flattering name for a Lego account, but he's an awesome guy, and he's the newest member of Rebel Lug. Just got in. He also won the Rebel Lug contest, so that's pretty awesome.
It's pretty cool guy.
So if you guys are ever wondering like how exciting it is to actually be like building this mock, this Peace and Quiet, that's what it's like. It's just placing bricks for long times. And of course talking to people like Danny.
Yeah. Gross. Yeah, that's the cool thing about conventions and stuff. It's like one thing to see it in a video, but to see it in person is just something else.
Yeah. I'm really excited to bring this to Chicago. That's going to be crazy.
Yeah. I remember going to my first Brick World and just seeing mocks like in person for the I never. Sorry, someone keeps Skyping me. I've never seen mocks in person before, and it was just so cool. So if you have a convention by, I don't care which one it is, definitely go to it.
Yeah, even if it's like Brickfest Live. I'm just going to look up Scarif Tower reference images because that's always a good thing to have open. Especially when you're building the tower. It's that one picture that I'm really using right now. It's from Battlefront that I have in my thumbnail pretty much is the one that I'm using as the reference at the time. So,
so does the Battlefront tower match up with the one in the movie? Like identical?
They're pretty close. I think they might be a little bit different. Definitely the colors in Battlefront, you feel like it's a lot more of the gray color scheme. Or in the movie, it kind of looks a bit more black.
Okay.
Like I'm just looking at it right now, and it definitely doesn't look as dark as it does in the movie. That's also the lighting too. That's tough. Let's see what kind of. All right. See, after watching this live stream of me building, you guys are gonna love the time lapses even more, just to how much actually gets done.
So, Chris, are you gonna be live streaming like this every weekend, or?
We'll kind of see how it goes. If this turns out to be pretty well attended, which it really has been, maybe I'll keep on doing them. Yeah. I really wanted to just, like what I did at the beginning there, just to clarify a lot of your questions. If you got any more questions, maybe somebody will join that can read the chat.
Yeah. I was trying to, but my iPad's too outdated, that the chat thing. Actually, I might be able to pull it up here on my phone. Let's see if we can go through some stuff. Oh, Lucas is here.
Let's go.
Finally.
Let's
Lucas,
go,
can you
Lucas.
read the chat? Are you able to do that?
Wait, how's the sound?
Great. Perfect.
Good enough.
Good enough. Okay.
So what are you doing, Lucas?
I'm working on my custom start string.
Oh, yes. That looks awesome. Do you have a video? Can you show people?
Like here on.
Yeah.
No. My camera is like messed up right now, so.
All right.
Sorry about that.
So what he wants is a shout out for you guys to go and check out his Instagram. I see.
That's why I joined.
Lucas, you want to tell the story of how you almost destroyed your entire mock?
Yeah. I almost dropped it because I built a bad support for it.
And that is a life lesson in building mocks.
And I caught it in like the last second.
Oh boy. Yeah.
Chris, have you ever had any close calls yet with Scariff? Well, besides the beginning of this live stream, where
What did I do at the beginning of the live stream?
you whipped it off that section and that whole pillar like.
Oh, that's just all the quarter cylinder pillars that are like in this mock that were in all the structure and stuff. Those are all filled with bricks. But the one that I had right there, I didn't know if, even now, I still don't know if I'm going to leave that in there. So yeah, that kind of just blew up. That happened. No, I haven't had many close. I haven't had anything. I mean, I'm working so low to the ground right now that there's nothing.
That's true.
You'll see it. You guys will be watching like my time lapse, and there'll be like all this progress, and then all of a sudden it'll just like blow up, and then like, did I just watch the same thing twice? No. That means I've dropped it.
So Chris, when are you telling everyone what you're smuggling?
I'm smuggling something?
Yeah, you're smuggling something. Why would you build such a big mock?
Well, it's coming apart into sections, right? So unless whatever I'm smuggling or whoever I'm smuggling wants to come apart in sections too. I'm just kind of debating what kind of filler I'm going to put inside of this because it's such a huge area. I need like a tub of Duplo right now, and I don't own any Duplos. That's really problematic. let's check out the chat here for a minute. Everyone's like, man, actually watching this guy build is really boring. It's because it is when it's not sped up. MNR swoops all the attention in the chat so the kids can't get any. You guys are good. Smuggling David inside his mock. There's a lot of really good theories here. Present myself. Why would I want to do something? Oh, because I'm the only one here showing video. I guess that makes sense. Chris, lock the video on your feed. There we go. Invite ANZ. Is ANZ building something interesting and needs to get on the stream? Fill it with Duplo or buy some. I don't want to go out and just buy like Duplo because it's expensive and like so much so that I may as well pretty much just go and buy like regular filler. So, well, not actually that close, but you know, it's quite a bit of money. So I want, if I can get some used, that would be fantastic. I'm looking around for that. Oh, Lego Paul has Duplo. Guys, I'm saved. Where David at, though? I don't know where David's at. Should really answer. Get David, man. You guys really think David should join this, right? What can we do? How can we actually get David to respond to this? Do we all have to go comment on his latest video or something? You guys think he would see that? I don't really think he reads the comments as much. Somebody said we should go on his Twitter. Boy. Put Rohan on the stream. All right, we're going to find something here. Do it, ANZ. Oh, it's David!
Wait, he's in the chat?
That's not the real David. You can't.
Okay.
Maybe it is. David, is that really you? No, I don't think it is. If it is, go check your Skype. I sent you a link. You can join anytime you want. We would all love to hear. Yeah, kind of thought he was fake, but whatever. It's worth a shot. Annoy him on social media. All right. Well, I'm going to drop a link to a few more people here. See if some more people can get on, because I've pretty much said everything about Scariff. Are there any more questions? You guys have any more questions? Kind of want to say last call for questions, but I could probably answer later. There we go. Is that Timmy? All right.
This start starts taking up so many, or taking so many times right now. It's, or for me, it's a lot.
Felix in the comments. Oh boy. Is Rebel like making a collab for Brick World? You know it, but you don't know it because we haven't really announced what we're doing yet. Sorry about that. But soon, I think so. Invite Spencer. Spencer already has the invite. Is that Timmy? I'm not Timmy. Brick Puke isn't Timmy, so I don't think there's a Timmy. How is it the Citadel Tower? Have you not seen Rogue One where it's called the Citadel Tower? Or you just don't see it. I got you. Well, just hang on a few weeks because it's going to get built up fast and it will really resemble the tower from the movie. It actually blew my mind because these angles here going on in the front really kind of give that initial shape to like part of the tower, and it's actually gonna look like the tower from the movie. You know, it's not gonna be close to it. It's gonna be just like it should be. There's also Citadel Tower in the Clone Wars. Yes, that is completely true. TWC is actually building that right now, which is pretty cool. That's a whole different thing. Tower should be at least 6 feet. At least 6 feet. That's my guarantee. I don't want to make it more just in case it doesn't end up being 6 feet. 6 feet is pretty tall, but it's already about just off these quarter cylinders, like this base level already. It's what, 18 bricks up, and then already at just this really low part, it's already up another 10 on top of that. You know, I keep on giving out links and nobody is joining. What is going on here?
Are you building any of those like single bunkers that's not connected to the way?
No, I don't think so. Maybe. I just don't see too much of a point for those. I don't see. I'm pretty sure. Aren't they all connected?
No, there's like in the Battlefront game. You can see like single bunkers in the middle of the battlefield.
Oh, okay, that's good to know. I haven't actually played the Battlefront DLC myself, so I don't actually know. David is actually building the beach for Chris's mock. I don't think so, but if you want to think that, definitely. If you guys want that to happen, we got to get like a mailing address for David or something. We got to send him letters, and we got to make that happen, okay? He's got to come to Brickworld Chicago. Or you have to start a Patreon to get me to go to Brick Fair, Virginia. Either one. Hey, so this is going to confuse all you guys, but there's another David in the call, but it's not David Hall, okay? It's not Solid Bricks. So any talk about David is now going to get confusing.
Weird. Yes, still get weird.
Yes, so this is...
I think I'm on.
So if you guys are wondering who's in the stream right now here with me, now we've got... Oh, here we go. Now the party started. We have... So David... Do you want to introduce yourself so people don't confuse you with David Hall?
I'm David, but I'm not David Hall, and I'm building a Jurassic World mock.
Sweet. And Z, you want to introduce yourself?
Yeah. I just joined the stream. What's up? I don't know. I make videos.
Sweet.
Let's go.
So I've heard a lot of talk about David in this stream. And like, I definitely want to try and contact him and get him in the stream.
That would be sweet. I think a lot of people would really like to
That
see
would be
that.
sick.
Marathon Productions, do you want to introduce yourself to the guests on the stream?
I do very inappropriate things and get away with it.
Okay. Don't make me regret adding you.
Nah. I'm kind of like working on a new project now, so yeah.
Rohan, I heard that you're actually building a mock too.
Yeah, I'm building Ara.
Yes. Scarif and Umbara seem to be the mocks of choice for 2017 here.
Good. Like pretty good things to build. Like I have my Tula Mountain thing planned. I have to order a lot of white parts for that because I have a very small amount of those. So I'm just waiting to find a good Bricklink store that has white 6x6 plates in a high quantity.
Okay. Yeah, white plates are hard to 6x6 are hard to come across in.
Yeah. I was surprised because I found dark tan and black 6x6s for like super cheap and super high quantities. So I'm just like, hell yeah, I'm gonna get those. But then, like, I'm like going, all right, time to go order parts for Tula. I'm just like, oh, there's nothing like of super high quantity, so that's gonna hinder what I do. So yeah.
I know Life Bricks, he's just doing his unbar, and he just ordered a ton of 4x4 black plates.
Oh yeah. I kind of just like I was watching Nico's Umbara update from like November, and I'm kind of interested in his centipede because I heard he's trying to make that one of like the sets he's gonna sell because he has the Umbara, the mini tanks. I forgot their names, but he has those in the centipede that I think he's gonna sell. So I'm either gonna try and recreate that or buy one of them.
Yeah, Nico's gonna do sets based on Umbara.
Yeah. I think we had him on like Ryan's stream once and we're talking about that.
Hashtag we want David.
I think I just found David's number.
Oh.
Do it. Call him.
Oh crap! Yeah, I think that's his number.
If you want to call him, don't actually do it on the stream. I've been
No, I'm gonna text him.
Okay.
I'll try to text him. You know what? That's actually so cool. Okay.
David. Why do you guys want David? It's probably
We'll have
a good
a rap battle.
What? Rohan wants to rap battle him.
No. We want you and David to have a rap battle.
Oh no. Both of us are way too white for that.
You trying to insinuate something?
No. Other than we'd probably be both really bad. You know who was really good at doing rap battles was Lego Lord 82.
Is he at college right now?
Yes. We just got the unfortunate news that he's probably not going to come to Brick World Chicago, so that kind of bummed me out because he was an awesome guy to hang out with. It says David read my tweet. Oh man. Here we go. You guys are powerful.
Once more, the Sith will rule the galaxy.
What, Felix? Why do you not think I should have the tower brick built?
And we will have peace.
Zach knows what's up. Yeah, Connor once wrote a rap about our friend Jack.
Little droid feet.
Invites Javier. Oh, I wish.
All right, it's done. I said, "Is this David?" And if he says yes, because he's probably attached to his iPhone, then we'll send him a stream link.
Probably doesn't answer because there's probably 10 people a day that look up his number.
No, it's like, so I emailed him a while ago, and he has the whole minifix for you, business address, this number, and yeah, so I think it might be the real one.
Nick Fernandez. There's a lot of people that know a bit of David history in the chat. This is intense.
I don't know why I ordered all that Chinese food. But...
Exactly. Yeah, so I think, Felix, what you were meaning was like, how am I going to... difficult to add details. And that's what I'm kind of just dealing with right now is how to add details to this really if this is just going to be 2x4s, of course I want it to be really smooth, but kind of like the landing pad where I add those random details in. That's really what I want with these as well. But then they're also so big that I don't want to have a ton of really small details, but I also just got to have some larger, really obvious ones. So like I'm putting these here. These I might modify these later on just to be completely different, but for now this is kind of just the general idea. I'm leaving bricks with studs on the side. I like to just put those in places in the wall where I know that I'm going to put future details. Things like tiles you can put over them, or plates. Man, you guys are pretty crazy. I've never had this many people watching a live stream.
Oh, 117.
Yeah. Guess you guys really want to see me build a Scarif in person here. Problem with doing replica work is I actually have to do a lot of thinking. A lot more than if I was just building like a clone-based kind of thing, which I do in the past there. Those I really just get to, because you know it's my thoughts, it's my like creation that I'm building. Then I really just get to, anytime I'm stuck with something, I'm like, how do I want to fix this solution? You know, like how do I want to just go about this next part? And I do it easily. But when you're building a replica, then you gotta consult with the images, and when you're building the Citadel tower and you barely have any images, then you're consulting, you're squinting your eyes trying to figure out how you're gonna put that, trying to figure out what the details even are that you're trying to add.
Thank God there's too many images of Umbara.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
He's finally building. We're all gonna be triggered if David's not in the stream. Should we do something like if he doesn't join on his next episode of Scarif, one of us just has like a comment, and then we just thumbs it up a whole bunch, and then he'll see it.
We should have like one code, and we all just comment that.
Just watch on David's next video. Just look at the top few comments with the likes, and then go and like the comments so they get to the top, so David sees them. If there's anything relevant to David not joining streams, something like that. I think would be
How goes the tower?
good. I feel so, how do I say? I feel so boring when I'm doing this, because, you know, it's just that smooth, it's just stacking 2x4s. And, you know, you want to do something more than that because it's just really basic. And I want to do more than that because I want it to be better than just a really flat, smooth tower. But then I don't want to do stuff that's too much. So.
Well, you can't rush it. You have to do it anyway.
Yeah. Because making it like that nice smooth and not doing too much, it's all part of the accuracy, but then...
Maybe you should buy Duplo brick.
Yeah. What I was thinking is instead of completely filling it, I'm probably going to do something like a row of bricks right down the center, and then I'd have beams that can go across. It's also this back part that I don't want to collapse in, because it's just going to be slopes going all the way up. So I don't want that to be able, you don't want to just be able to push it and then it collapses into this hollow area. I need to add a bit of brick support in there. I got to figure that out right now, actually. If I had Duplo, it probably wouldn't even be too hard later on to come in and add some of it in.
Where did I leave that at? There it is.
Someone says phone David.
Should I?
If you want.
I don't know.
David, what are your thoughts on David?
I don't know. I've actually years ago tried to call him, and I do have his email. And I have spoken to him via email.
It's my money, my clone troopers.
Shouldn't the tower be dark bluish gray? This is dark bluish gray. Zach said the same thing. There we go. Good old commenters replying to commenters. That always makes me happy. David, please join.
Oh! Did you ever hear the tragedy of Darth David the Wise? It's a Lego legend. David was a dark Lord of the Lego.
Okay. Yeah,
So
we get
powerful.
it. We get it.
I'm sorry.
I'll throw myself off the stairs. Just a second.
Yeah, we don't want Rohan to leave. I actually read the whole Darth Plagueis audiobook earlier this
How do
week.
you read an audiobook?
I didn't listen to the audiobook. Same thing. It's your ears reading it. But
Oh,
it was top notch.
isn't he a moon? Mon? Oh.
I actually enjoyed it much more than I've enjoyed some of the recent Star Wars books, like Catalyst or Ahsoka.
Ahsoka wasn't bad.
No, I didn't think it was bad, but it just wasn't as good.
Oh, true. I think, like, with the audiobook, though, the thing that made it was probably Ashley Eckstein.
Yeah, definitely. I didn't think it was that, like, it wasn't that entertaining of a book.
The story wasn't that great. I just think the fact that we had to Ahsoka voice actor made it, like, somewhat.
This circle thing are lifeboats. I like the way you think, Zach.
How am I gonna get the hexagon pattern on the street?
Oh, that's brutal.
What?
The hexagon patterns.
Oh yeah.
I am afraid of doing Christophsis because of just that pattern.
If you've seen what I sent in Toxic Waste, that's like the prototype I have.
Yeah.
Actually, there's a new Nexonite piece.
Yeah.
That's like a hexagon shape. So
Oh,
it might be easier now.
No, that won't affect like a smooth walkway.
Oh.
I want
Okay.
to make like an Embaran highway.
And if my thing is I want to do that for Christophsis, and the part of Christophsis that has that is the highway.
Yeah.
And my plans for that mock are like a long multi-table, so you can kind of follow like the one road with all the tanks. You can go down. It just be a really long thing. So when I'm looking at getting something for that, I have to do a massive quantity, and I have no idea how I'm going to do that.
That sounds really sick.
Speaking of massive quantity, how's the AT-ACT going along?
I haven't, I did the UCS AT-AT, and then I decided that I did not want to turn that into an AT-ACT because I actually really liked it. So I'm just waiting for 2 more packages that'll probably both come in on Monday here. And then I can actually begin on that. But I'll probably wait till the weekend to get started. So it won't happen this week in this next episode. Tower should be darker. It's kind of like what light is on it. And I could build it out of black, but then it would be really... I think black is too far of a color for this tower. I think it's too much.
I could do an Embaran Citadel tower. That wouldn't be too bad.
Those Umbaran buildings, those are tough to build because they're round as anything. I've looked at building Umbaran in the past, and that that's something that really held me back, was that tower. Because, you know, like I could do the whole thing going way up, trans blue, that'd be fantastic. But then it's just, once you get to the top, the shape of that is crazy hard to replicate in Lego. Brickbusters, David Hall exposed.
Oh yeah, I'm trying to plan something with Republic Commando and like what they've done in the canon. So that's also going to be a fun little thing I'm doing.
I've been trying to track down those audiobooks.
Oh, the Republic Commando ones.
Are there audiobooks for that series?
I don't know, but if they are, they're elusive.
Yeah, I really would like to read those. I just got the game the other week here. So.
I know.
I know, we played on multiplayer. It's good stuff.
Yeah, it's still. I'm still more annoyed about the getting invited to Game Ranger when I'm like asleep.
Yeah.
I'm just hearing the cowbells ringing.
Sorry, Eli MGF, I cannot drop a link in the chat for you. That would be scary. Hey, Epic Nick. What's up?
Oh, have you seen the Rebels episode this week?
Oh, I have not seen the Rebels episode this week.
It's good.
It looks, well, it looks really good because it's something that's actually important. You know, with Darth Maul, and I really want to see the outcome.
That's next week.
I did read that Kenobi book that's non-canon, where he goes.
Oh, I read that one too.
And that, I mean, it doesn't have Darth Maul in it, but it gives a lot of like what Obi-Wan does on Tatooine.
Yeah.
And how life is like there for him. And it was just an interesting read because listen, because it's just something that you never really think about is all that time that Obi-Wan spends on Tatooine. Rogue One or Force Awakens? Probably Rogue One.
Rogue One.
I'm really excited. I'm gonna go and buy the DVD when it comes out in a few days here.
I think I found something that works now.
I know Brickmaster had he did slopes, 1x2 to get that.
Yeah, that's what I've been doing, but I found one that's like, it's gonna be a small street. It's basically like similar to Jack's marker on Lafal, but basically on Umbara.
Really?
And I'm trying to build like Umbaran buildings, like small huts and stuff, not like something huge. I'm trying to think though, like what I can put in here. Because I'll have a decent chunk of the 501st squad that were on Umbara.
Mm-hmm.
But like I won't have hard case or top, unfortunately.
You know what? I was planning on doing an Umbara, and I did the very same thing. And I talked to Tyler from CAC about sponsoring a mock because I don't want to spend all the money on those troopers just to use them in the one mock there. But I actually might end up doing that anyways in the future. But he never got back to me, even though we talked about it all at the convention. But Clone Army Customs has an elusive reputation for not answering.
I don't know. I was like, I got my birthday money, and I was just like,
Right to CAC.
Trying to do this straight to CAC. Yep.
Are you gonna get? I know how much you like the Thrawn trilogy. Are you gonna get the new Thrawn figure?
The set is like it's needlessly expensive though. That's what annoys me about it.
Yeah. Because
it's a 200-piece set. Like 292 piece set, and the set's £40 or $40. They're just kind of like, I know, a bit of a pushover when it comes to its pricing. I might try and get the figure standalone at some point.
Hey Chris, someone has a good comment.
What's that?
Is the fail clone gonna be in this vase?
I just read that. You know what? I bet I'll do it. I'm planning a bunch of fun stuff because you see some people's mocks at conventions are like super serious, and you're like, whoa, that's really accurate and fun and all that. But I want to add some other stuff. I don't want to spoil it because one of them's really good. I'm kind of pulling some stuff out of the Lego Star Wars video games to put in here.
Oh, that's smart.
And yeah, I'll probably put the fail clone in here just for fun. I'll probably do like a barracks or something, maybe like in this under area. And then maybe I'll put like his armor will be on one of the racks or something. That would be something that would be fun to do. Something like that.
Good.
Or he'll just be like blown up somewhere. You know what kind of drives me nuts is they don't use any of the existing Imperial shuttles on Scarif. There's no Tidarium or whatever the
Lambda.
is that Lambda class?
Yeah.
They kind of didn't use those existing Imperial shuttles, and that kind of bothers me because I could put those in my Scarif mock, but they're not there. So
I'm pretty sure you see one at the end of Rogue One though, like when Vader's boarding the Admiral Radis' ship.
yeah, well, Vader has his own.
Yeah.
So. You just don't see any on Scarif. They're all those same new cargo ships.
It's annoying because Bodhi Rook, like the actor that played Bodhi Rook's in like one of my favorite films of all time. And like I feel like the end of Rogue One was somewhat a reference to how like that film ended. That's like a after stream thing though. Well, I'm gonna talk about that. I'm gonna be right back.
You guys are wondering what I'm doing right now. I'm putting filler inside of this. Coming up with a good way to do it that's very piece efficient. I'm using these tan 1x2x5s, which I actually bought a bunch of for my Jedi Temple, which is my next big build, if you guys didn't know that. Okay, whoever has the Solid Bricks account in the chat.
Anyone want to buy some clones? Just goes up to a random kid on the sidewalk. Hey kid, you want to buy some clones?
I want to refrain from David Hall jokes, but that is probably something that he'd say. If anyone knows David Hall in real life, please call him and tell him to join the stream.
You want me to try and call the number?
I actually know somebody whose cousin is, whose friend is David's cousin.
Really?
Well, not friend, but I don't know if you know the guy. Used to be K-Fall Kid, but now he's DT Bricks on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, his classmate is David's cousin.
Okay.
No way.
Yeah.
That's actually so cool.
And there's a picture at Brick Fair that they took, and like she was in that picture. So.
Oh, is that the one with like the minifig? Oh, the kid with the fedora.
No.
Is it that picture?
No.
I wish it was the Fedora kid.
Yeah, that kid was so sick.
No, it was a girl with she had like long hair and glasses, I think.
The Fedora kid's gonna go down in history.
Yeah. Oh no, I think it is in the picture with the fedora kid. She's like,
Yeah,
all
well, yeah, they're all in
yellow.
the picture together, except like it's not the Fedora Kid.
Oh, okay, so that's David's cousin.
Yeah, they're all his cousin.
Oh. Except for Kennedy. The girl that's like right in front of David, she was so cool. She's so nice. She's like, hey, put your YouTube channel in my phone. I want to look it up. And I'm like, okay. There were some cool people there.
So I'm gonna get working on my cargo shuttle right here.
Are you showing it?
Am I what?
If you show your video, let me know and I'll present it here so people can see.
Oh, okay. Yeah, 1 second. I also was working on a U-wing earlier.
Oh, I saw. I mentioned that for a second. Now I have to work harder so people think I'm not copying you.
I tried to do it so it was there was some studs showing, kind of like 50-50.
Mm-hmm.
I also tiled some.
Yeah, I find that it's actually a really hard balance to get when you're like I did that custom. I'll show you guys the custom Anakin Starfighter, and it's tough to know how much to tile and how much to leave with studs because if you have all studs showing, it looks like it's from the year 2000. And if you have all tiles, then it
Looks
just
like
might not look as good. All right. So here we've got the two starfighters. This is the UCS Obi-Wan starfighters. This is the actual set. And this is what as I decided I'd part build this. And then when I was doing that, I was like, hey, let's order some pieces because I can totally build a custom Anakins. And I'll probably do a video on these sometime here. But, I mean, you guys are seeing most of it. So,
No, yeah, you definitely still should. Because those
Yeah.
are so cool.
and I was really surprised because no one's ever done this before. And it's like, oh, definitely, definitely take a spin at it.
Is Obi-Wan's Starfighter a good set?
Yeah.
Interesting.
I think it was pretty cool. I mean, they're not like really highlight, you know, it's not like one of those really prized UCS sets, but I think it's pretty cool.
Looks pretty big.
Yeah, it is. It's tragically it's about the same size as a U-wing or a TIE Striker, but no, I think they're
Well, so you built those because like Clone Wars is retiring, right? Is that what like your inspiration for that?
no, I just put that in the Instagram description because I wanted to mention that.
Oh. Well, the thing is, they didn't retire it.
Yeah, no, that was really exciting that they renewed it. I thought I'd build this, and that new R2 polybag, I know somebody just commented that was totally something. I looked into buying it, but they're like $200 on eBay, so not yet. But I even got the spot. He sits right in front of this cockpit, so I did leave the spot for that R2.
So why is there no droid?
Because the R2 polybag's not out.
Oh, that's what you were just saying. Oh.
Yes, yeah. And he sits right in front of the cockpit, so that's why there's a spot just for him there. And then Obi-Wan has the R4. So that's awesome, though. Is it going to be, you know, it's just like an awesome shelf kind of thing to look at. And pay a bit of a tribute to the Clone Wars, because most of the UCS sets are not prequels.
It's actually the only Clone Wars UCS that I can think of. Oops.
Yeah. Is there any other ones? I can't. I guess General Grievous.
Oh, right, yeah.
The Mega Grievous.
Well, were those based on the movie? Or Clone Wars?
Movie, yeah.
Yeah, so it's not Clone Wars, but...
Yeah.
Well, if you guys are wondering, the new person in the stream is Lee Brick Builder Studios, who's also building a Scarif right now.
And the sand is so sick. You're doing a really nice job with that, Lee.
Thank you.
No problem.
I don't know, Lee. I might have to play a bit of another side of that. I think it's almost a bit too much, but
yeah, I've gotten mostly positive feedback, but then there are those people that are saying that it's. I think you're the second person who doesn't like it.
It's not that I don't like it. I just
yeah, but like.
Yeah.
I think it's too much. I don't know. I guess I could try to tone it down a little bit with more tiles or something.
Yeah, I think that would be just make it perfect.
Good,
I don't actually know how I'm going to do mine. Normally, mine's like all the way that I do standard turning. It's just all studs, but I think I'm definitely going to do 10 tiles as well. I don't know.
Okay, so yeah.
I like this. I got to add this so it looks like I'm actually doing something in this. The lifeboats as what's his name in the comments said. Some guy. Yorkshire.
Phone David already. Okay, everyone wants me to call. Should I do it like on stream or?
Don't do it on. I mean, there's a really good chance that he's not going to answer because every time I've been in streams where people have prank called him and he never answers.
He never answers. Yeah. I sent him like 3 paragraphs in a text a few weeks ago, saying I'm like the biggest fan as like a joke, and he still hasn't responded.
Yorkshire, are you serious? Are these actually lifeboats? Do you send me a Photoshop photo of something like lifeboats on the side of the tower? I'll just lose it.
All right, I'll mute myself real quick and try the number, but yeah, we'll see. So I just want to make sure I'm muted though.
Brick blasters.
You won.
Man, all these people with these fake David accounts in the comments.
Oh, welcome to a life on Ryan. Welcome to a day on Ryan's stream.
Yeah, I know, right?
Like it's fun to do on Ryan's stream because like people are just messing around all the time.
Problem is, we actually want David in the stream. Come on. Anytime, David.
All right, it
All right.
it was kind of weird. It went ring, ring, beep, 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 and then that was it. So
It's busy.
I don't know.
David hates us.
All right.
When you say us, he hates his own fans, his own viewers.
Twitter account. What we need to do is try and get David on trending on Twitter. Hashtag wear solid bricks. Let's get that trending.
Chris, I don't know if you know, but David actually mentioned you in his short little live stream last night.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
did he have a live stream? He was talking about that, and I didn't even know.
I heard Chris, and I'm like, what?
Yeah, I heard someone's like, do you know, or are you going to collab with Krisproductions? He's like, oh, Krisproductions? I think he's building a Scariff too.
Ooh, really?
And David's commented on my Scariff, like, come on. The real David. It's like, nice. Play it off.
We have a huge Scarif tower being built. On the other hand, we have week 5 of studs being put on a base plate.
Oh no, guys, there's trees.
Oh yeah.
I do like. They're too tall though. They should be way shorter.
The thing that gets me about David's series is I haven't had a problem with it until it was the moment where he spent 3 hours doing his time lapse, and then he was like, "Oh, guys, I time lapse so much." I'm like, David, you don't even know, because I just spend hours and hours actually building and time lapsing. He was like winded.
He's the type of guy that like time lapse and every 10 minutes looks at the cameras. Ooh, has it been now yet?
It's like, guys, I got through 3 whole podcasts. David,
Well,
I got
I got 3 whole audio.
I did Darth Plagueis. That was 12 hours just this week. 12 hours. One of the Darth Bane trilogy was 10. And oh, somebody asked, why am I copying David? Is any of this something like David's?
People ask me that all the time, especially when I was doing my Kashyyyk mock, and I'm like, it was like half the comments were like copying.
It was funny because I mean, I had filmed all my stuff for Scarif, and I've been getting ready to post I did my announcement video, but that also came out the same night David did his announcement video. So then, even for people that were watching me, you couldn't really tell that, I necessarily, I hadn't just got the idea from David and decided to build the same thing.
The thing is, though, I used to copy David a lot. Like 3 years ago, almost 4 years ago, when my YouTube channel first started up, I made like a water slide decal tutorial, and it was the exact same thing as David's. And I still get comments to this day. It has like 20,000 views, I'm pretty sure. And everyone's just like, "You copied David, you suck."
Didn't you interview David?
I did, yeah, at Brick Fair. That was like 2 years ago.
Okay, you guys, there's more talk about the lifeboats. Where is that from? I'd really actually like to know. That'd be awesome. And to Andre, Begun the Clone Wars has. David's his fans scare me sometimes because they don't always know what they're talking about, so it's like I try to watch out because I don't want to get destroyed by a bunch of people.
Careful, Chris. This could end up on Brickbuster.
I know exactly. We all saw what happened when M&R Productions started drama.
Yeah, but that was amazing because Ryan just took it like a champ.
If Ryan's still in the chat, tell us what the next Brickbusters is going to be.
Oh, we know what it
He's
is.
doing something on the Brick Show.
The Brick Show are nice guys, though. I mean, I don't know. I've talked to them before, and they're actually really cool.
I've talked to them too. They just, I don't know.
Their reviews are like not the highest quality.
No, not anymore. The
Especially
community standards for reviews have gone up. So, if you watch Jang's videos, you're getting a much higher quality review than the Brick Shows.
I agree. Jang is love. Jang is life.
Their older reviews are a lot. They're like horrible. Like they got the minifigure heads wrong on a lot of them. Like they swapped heads.
Oh yeah.
It was pretty ridiculous.
Who remembers that Tatooine?
What?
That was an intro.
Oh, their Tatooine mock?
Yeah.
Oh my god. that was like, I remember they got a bunch of sand troopers and like sets, and then that was it. They just ended it there.
They had like one episode and then nothing.
Ooh, okay. M&R Productions is in the chat now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, boy.
Do Brick Fault. Ooh.
What do people find wrong with Brick Vault?
Oh, if you do Brick Vault, you might get level cap involved, and you might get it featured on Scarce.
Exactly.
It goes beyond the Lego community.
There should be a Lego version of that Scarce intro where he walks out from behind the tree. It's like an animation.
Ryan! And for all the viewers who don't know about any of this drama, it's almost safer to not know.
Yeah.
Or some of it's pretty enjoyable. I mean, Everett's response was pretty top-notch.
We've got a Jack in the chat.
Oh, Jack.
Hi, Jack, says M&R.
Jack, if you wanna get in here, you let me know.
Isn't Jack at his dad's?
Shh.
Jack, stop playing Madden.
Would you buy a David Hall Lego minifig? Yeah. You guys didn't know, eventually I actually want to build my own city. So I'm gonna, some people like the sig fig cities. I don't know if you guys actually know about this because you probably don't follow many city builders, but they like to have all the different sig figs. And what I'm gonna do is I've already got like a bunch for like Danny and Spencer and kind of a bunch of the builders, Rohan. And I'm gonna get ones like David Hall and put them in there.
You also have mine.
Yeah, yours too.
Wait, sorry, what did I do? I missed out.
Oh, I have your sig fig ish.
Oh.
Yeah. Anyways, so once I eventually do that, I know you guys are like, wow, Chris, you're gonna just betray Star Wars and build a city. That's terrible. No, I'm gonna keep on doing Star Wars stuff, but I'm gonna do a city as well. And it's not gonna be like your average modular building city. Everything is pretty much gonna be custom, and it's gonna have, I want to do like more or less of a story to it, and that's what causes stuff to happen. And then it's gonna be based around, I don't want to spoil it, but it's going to have a pretty heavy it's not going to be in the future, but it's going to have a heavy sci-fi aspect. So it's still going to be kind of cool for those of you who don't just want to see somebody build cranes and stuff, trains. Statue of you in the middle. That's a bit much. That is in the future plan. Sorry, somebody just mentioned Brickbald City, and I wanted to bring that up because I do have lots of future things that I do want to do with Lego. I've got a lot of plans for future mocks.
Tell us all of your secrets.
Yeah. I like how we talked about Scarce and no one said Scarce here, but now Jack comes into the chat and now Scarce is here.
All right, here's a question from Tristan.
No.
Marathon. What?
No.
Did you read it?
No, I don't think.
Let me go read this. Oh,
I'm trying to acknowledge the chat.
I answered this yesterday. No.
Oh, okay.
I've answered this question already. No.
Dude, David wants to join Rebel Lug. Yeah, you're in, David. No. You'd have to apply like everyone else. Even if you're the fake David or the real David. Oh, Jack's getting triggered in the chat.
Wait, what? Leave Jack alone. He's a great guy.
Oh man, people in the chat are great.
Yeah, whatever happened to landing at Point Rain, Chris?
My landing at Point Rain?
Yes.
I love it because for most people watching the stream, probably, you know, what I actually post on this channel, there's so much stuff that doesn't get posted and people just don't know about. Like the fact that I was about to start that and just never got to it, and stuff about like me doing an Umbara, and there's just tons of stuff that people don't know about. That died. That just flat out died. And now I actually got rid of 2 of my gunships. The landing at Point Rain's gonna be not as cool anymore. Not as active. I don't know if I have enough. I could probably still do it. I might still do it. I bought all the ARF Trooper helmets, but I have to do a bit of painting there. But I have all my brown plates. Will be in this mock. Most of them are already in here, already doing filler and structural stuff. Marathon, whatever happened with Jabim Season 2?
Summer.
You know what? My Jabim mock actually got a really good response. I know lots of the people who watched it really liked it, so. I don't know how many went and watched the rest of the series, but I think we should definitely actually do the second season.
Yeah, I definitely watched it. I think they were really good.
Yeah, it was a fun series to do. Other than the typos, I think it was relatively successful. But yeah, season 2 will be happening this summer, hopefully. Once Ram's done. Yeah, because I'll have a bunch of free time then, and hopefully I'll have Umbara done. But yeah, that one's going to be based during the Imperial era. If you've seen the teaser over on my Insta and in the last Jabim episode. But that's going to be a fun one, I hope. But speaking of which, like, I've also been trying to do a lot of Legends marks, especially with Star Wars Republic comics. It's just a genre that there's so much in it that's relatively unexplored for now. It'd be nice to get people to see, like, learn what's happened in Legends during 66. So I want to make scenes from the older comics.
Yeah, well, I definitely like to promote any kind of collabs that are going on. So, like your Jabim, that was an awesome thing to be part of, and I'm glad that I could do that. Thanks for doing that, just hosting it.
Yeah, I'm happy. I'm trying to plan something with Noah right now.
Okay. What I am actually pretty impressed with is the other collab that's going on right now in the community with Life Bricks and there's so many people in it.
Oh, I got invited to that. That was a fun day.
What is that collab called?
I don't know, but it's something to do with the Republic.
It's like the Jedi. I don't know. Anyways, sorry I can't be more use for anybody watching that kind of would like to know about that. You guys can go check out. Who's got a video on it? Like Brick Lover 24. He's already started on it. There's lots of is there 12 different people doing that?
Mm-hmm.
I think that's awesome, and I definitely want to support that a bit by mentioning it around here.
You're talking about the one by Republic Bricks, right?
Yeah, Republic Bricks is the last.
Yeah.
Timmy.
Good old Timmy.
Man, Order 66 lug is in for a big surprise.
Isn't there only like 2 people in that lug?
Oh, rip the commenters in that lug.
So it's like a lug, but it's more like a partnership.
My question is, do some of these people know what a lug is? But kind of joking, but I'm also pretty serious because you really can't tell if they know what it even stands for and like why Rebel Lug exists. We've actually got
after Rebel Lug, just everyone started coming out with their own like Instagram lugs and stuff.
Yeah.
There was like one a week. There was like one new lug a week at one point.
It was scary.
A lot of them have died out.
Yeah. Mm.
I don't want to sound bad, but it's like they were kind of bound to die.
Sorry for everyone watching. I'm just gonna mess with a better camera angle, but I'll mess with that some other time because I couldn't get a good one. Season 2, David's Return. No, that's Clones Alone. I would really... You know what kind of scares me is Rebel Lug thought Clones Alone was not like we didn't think it actually had a good just, like we didn't feel like it ended well, or the whole series had a big enough, as much of an impact as we would have liked it to. But then as I'm talking to just lots of people that watch my videos, when I get to talk to some of you guys, I'm actually always really surprised because lots of people really enjoyed that, and I'm always like, wow, I didn't know that. And I definitely think if some of the higher up people in Rebelug weren't so boring, that we'd probably do a season 2.
Shots fired.
Lego Spencer 11. Jeff, it was awesome.
Hey, Chris, you should check toxic waste.
Do I really want to?
Yeah. Elijah.
How do I show my stream? Like, Lee, how are you showing your stream right now?
Oh,
Or,
it's on the left.
Lee, if you ever want me to, right now, like I'm featured because I didn't think anyone else was sharing, but if you want me to feature what you're...
Anthony, if you go to the sidebar and like...
oh, screen share?
Yeah, right there. And then you can like pick if you want to display one window or just your whole screen.
Oh, here we go. So, I don't know where I got this idea from. It's the most random thing, but you'll see it in a second. Okay. Is it working? There we go. You guys see it?
No, I'm not showing you.
Or at least in the corner, I don't know.
Rohan, you didn't see anything.
I'm blind.
Okay, apparently I've been linked. Something about these things being lifeboats, so I gotta check that out. Lots of comments about David Hall's day off. Oh, it's his birthday, right?
No, it was his
What?
birthday in February. I remember famous birthdays tweeted at him.
That's hilarious. I mean, that's great.
Is he that famous, really?
Lord of the Mocks, the 2 Scariffs. Star Wars Revenge of the Scariff. The Phantom David. Revenge of the Hall. Episode 8, The Last David. You guys are having a lot of fun in the comments, not gonna lie. The tower will be at least 6 feet.
That's nothing. Make it taller.
Uh-oh. Why is somebody... Who's working with my intro?
Definitely not me.
I saw that. Oh, no. Somebody asked me if I'm going to a Lego show that I don't even know how to pronounce. I don't think so.
You should come to a show in England.
Somebody asked, you're not building much, are you? I'm a little bit distracted.
Ooh, this fits a gunship. Yeah, boy.
Knights of the Old Rebel Leg.
Oh yeah, did any of you get the new ATSTs? The Rogue One versions?
Yes.
What did you guys think of them?
Garbage.
I think they're too big. Yeah.
You know, when I was looking at them, I was like, finally, Lego was giving us like this awesome new ATST. I'm gonna get a bunch of these. I'm gonna army them or whatever. Like, you know, they'd be awesome to have an Imperial Mox. And then I got one, and I was kind of disappointed. It was a bit too boxy. And
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I just bought 2 like instantly, and now I just feel this regret sinking in.
yeah.
Like, I used these for Jeddah, which was mediocre, and now I'm never going to use them again. And unless I do Endor, which I won't do because I'm not buying Ewoks.
And trees.
Oh boy, trees.
Lee, do you want to explain a bit about what you're showing to everyone here?
Oh, sure. Okay. This is my cargo shuttle. Just working on the wings.
Dang.
And that's the main section right there. And Chris, I'm also Renegade Clone's idea because his was a lot better than mine.
Renegade Clone. Oh, it's awesome. Oh, you got all the Technic in the wings now. Sweet.
I really like how the stripe came out in the wings with the slope.
Oh, that's what I did. That's what I have in mind. That's about the only thing. Like, I don't have the Technic in mind, but I do have that exact.
Jeez, guys, stop copying each
I
other.
know.
Wait, Lee, are you gonna put that in like stud.io, like Studio, and then order it off of Bricklink from there?
You can actually just go into Bricklink. You don't need Studio.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's been around for a while.
Yeah, no, I got the beta a while ago.
Oh, Marathon sent me cool stuff on Instagram. That looks awesome. I wish you could show that in the stream. I guess people, if they want to see your cool Umbara stuff, they're just going to have to follow you, Rohan. Marathon Productions.
Yeah, I'll DM. Yeah, I need to order parts for that because I definitely don't have enough light blue stray 1x1s.
Wow. People are,
Lego Mag.
what was that?
Lego Mag 9 just made a bunch of Friends custom minifigures. Like the TV
What kind
show.
of Friends?
The TV show.
Oh, yeah, I saw that. If you guys don't have Instagram, or if you have Instagram, you guys should definitely go follow a few Lego people on there. It's definitely worth it. I know I definitely post a lot more stuff on Instagram than I do on my YouTube, although that's starting to change with these Scariff series.
Yeah, I plan on posting more on my Instagram. Just while I'm getting my basement redone, which is like where all my Legos are, I can't like build a single thing, so I don't have anything to do right now.
Oh, people are just going off in the chat, coming up with names for David and Chris movies, apparently, about Scariff.
Finding David.
Dark David Rises, David's Last Meal. To David, the
David,
Fellowship
Mother of
Mahal.
Clones.
David Menace. Oh, somebody asked, how do you buy off Bricklink? What kind of movie title is that? Come on. You go to Bricklink, and you just gotta. The main thing with Bricklink is you have to realize it's a marketplace. It's not a single store. It's not like, it's not Lego where you're ordering from just Lego. You're ordering from the way it breaks up into individual people's stores, and then really what a person's store has is what you can buy with the one order. So that's why when people talk about you got to go and find a good store or a store that, you know, just one that has what you want. That's really
It's
something.
like Lego eBay.
Yeah. Except,
Well, there's no bidding.
yeah, you just go in and you find a store, but everybody can have whatever prices they want. So then you're also looking for, you know, better prices, and it's a really competitive place to shop on, because there's, if say the new Scarif sets are coming out now, the prices of Shore Troopers are dropping. It's all
Chris has to get into economics.
I want to say it without getting into economics, but that's what it is. It's supply and demand. So depending on if you want a lot of pieces, like I see Brick Vibe parting out thousands of dimension sets. I want trans blue things for my Krisproductions, and I contact them about getting a quantity at a reasonable price. So
I thought you were going to go into competition.
but anyways, that's if you kind of watch what sets are going on clearance, if you're someone like me, I'm watching what's going on clearance because I know those parts are going to the price of them is going to get lowered, and there'll be some good quantities that come out, because it's whatever people decide to part out into their stores. So people like Bricks on the Dollar are you know, they part out whatever you see them swooping is whatever they're going to have in their store. So.
He's my favorite YouTuber.
Not to bring Ryan back in. Okay.
I watch all of his spin the wheels because I like to see wheels spinning. That's my favorite part about it.
And I start talking about economics, and we lose like 8 viewers to the stream or 100.
Oh my god.
Best Scarif mock on YouTube so far? There's lots of good ones that have already been finished. Quite a few are entered in the Rebelug contest.
Like First Order Legos mock.
Yeah. Brick Den, his looks pretty cool that he's doing. I was impressed that he actually built the tower. You don't see many people doing that.
Oh, he built a tower? Huh.
Yeah, it was just in the background of his photo. I'm excited to see it. I haven't seen it, so a good shot of it yet. Okay, the comments. David Formers, the Fast and the Davids. MNR and the Supers of the Lost Kid. This is pretty intense.
David who? Says Roombid.
David Age of Extinction. You guys comparing David to the new Transformers movies? Resident David.
Oh god, not Resident Evil.
Oh, these guys. Well, the stream is losing quite a bit of focus here. I think we might wrap it up because I'm apparently unable to continue building on stream. And yeah, but I hope I've been able to answer all of your questions. If there's any last questions here that you guys want to ask, go for it. We'll just do another 5 minutes of streaming or something like that. Any final questions? David Dawn of Justice, David the Awakening, Donald Hall. Oh boy.
I wonder what the most typed word is in today's stream is.
I think it's David.
David versus Chris, Dawn of Scariff.
Somebody asked me what grade I'm in. 14.
College grade.
First.
In post-secondary. I'm old now. When I started on YouTube, I was only in middle school, and now I've managed to stay on for a very long time, and I have no plan of leaving. That's a lot of fun. Get David on next week. You know what?
We'll work towards that.
If we got to work towards it. Everybody that's watching, if you guys go and like on David's next, if he puts out a new Scariff next week, here's what we're gonna do is either like just look in the comments and look which ones have a lot of likes. If you guys see a comment by me, go and like thumbs it up, and it'll be like an invite to him to join my to my stream. Or if someone else already posted a comment before I get there and you see that and it's already got a bunch of likes, go ahead and definitely like that for me. And let's see if we can get David on next week's stream. So yeah. Any more questions?
Also,
Oh, no, Chris, doesn't David follow you on Instagram?
He does, and he follows me on YouTube too, but I've DM'd him and he doesn't respond, so what a guy.
No, yeah, I DM David sometimes, and he does respond to me. So I'll be sure to let him know.
All right, gotta do it because I'd love to get him just for the sake. It's not that I necessarily like really want to talk to him or anything. It's the fact that all the comments or a lot of the comments have just been about David and getting David on the stream. So it'll be a lot of fun.
Have you ever met him in person?
I have not, because I have not gone to Virginia.
Really? You have missed out on the fun.
Oh man. All right. Somebody asked me, how do I design my mocks?
You build.
You just do. I don't know.
You design as you go.
Yeah, I do a lot more of that than planned out. This one, you have to kind of plan out critical things that need to be planned. I mean, I've been building bigger mocks for a long time now, so I kind of know what stuff has to be planned and what stuff really doesn't, and what you can afford to like save till later on in the build and then figure it out. So it kind of depends on your experience. I think if you're just getting started, you just got to go for it. You just got to practice and get good, and you'll really learn as you go. And that's one of the best ways just to do this whole mock building thing. You should do it Connor did with David's Kashyyyk mock on Beyond the Brick. If you guys haven't seen the Beyond the Brick interview for David's Kashyyyk, go and watch it, because Lego Lord 82 starts out the video for David, and it's hilarious.
Also, me and Anthony are in that video too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're in the background.
That was awesome. I really enjoyed that video. I actually talked to David live from the convention for some reason. I can't remember why. It was Danny's live stream or something like that.
Oh, yeah.
I have talked to David before. So.
Also,
But-
that thing we did with the crates and your magnet.
Oh, yeah. Oh. That's great. So
I
we
helped
did-
him bring in Kashyyyk from his pickup truck.
Oh, also, me and somebody else, I forget who, helped set up his figures, like all of his Bly figures. And they were like, do we get like a free minifigure or something? And he was like, no. And then like somebody offered us gum for, it's pretty weird.
Well, that's nice that he.
Wait, was it Kennedy?
I don't know, but
Oh.
it was a bit weird.
What's the cost of building progress on Scariff behind you? A lot. Still Skype, yes. You guys can add me. It's Krisproductions or something like that. Krisproduction Studios.
It's just Krisproductions.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Anyways, if you guys want to add me, I'm on there a little bit, not as much anymore because I am doing like stuff on Scariff, but every once in a while I do make time to talk to people. So if you have any impending questions or anything like that, you can probably add me on there. And definitely call me or message me first, because I don't know to go and talk to you or message you or anything. So you actually have to take that interest and come and ask me stuff. Otherwise, I'm not gonna end up talking to you on Skype otherwise.
I mean, even if you do, you might not get a response for a few weeks, knowing Chris.
Yeah, I have a lot of people on Skype already. So. Anyways, I think that just about wraps it up. Hope that you guys have enjoyed this live stream. It's the most views that I've ever had, like the most viewers. That's been crazy. I had over 130 people to start. So thanks everybody for watching. And hopefully we will have another live stream soon. Maybe and hopefully with David. But we'll see how that goes. But anyways, stay tuned for next week's episode of Scariff, and we'll see you guys then. You guys want to say bye or something?
Bye.
Bye.
Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Watch my Scarif